bug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The gentle king. Okay. So we just got the bug into the shop, and I think the first thing to do, Taylor's going to work on the engine, and I'm going to pull this interior out, and then we're going to pull up these carpets, which are aftermarket. And I don't really want them in here because if it leaks, they're just going to hold water and it's just going to make things rusty and horrible. So it's got to go along with the rest of this garbage. The interior is really nice actually. So let's see how bad this is. What do you want? What? Taillights. Yeah, we got some rust back here. Do albino mice shit white?
No, but when shit decays, it does turn white, doesn't it?
They could be maggots.
Oh, that's gross.
What about all this cladding on the back shelf here?
Oh wow. I don't know if that's original or not. I don't think it is. Ooh. Ooh, key.
Rusty?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, we got some rust. Back there. All the way through. That's just whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, but look at the metal, dude.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, there's still metal there.
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is the shiny shit in the engine bay. I want to check the part number that I ordered, but I got that whole panel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, remember? Because that was the one that we were going to put in the 67 that you were looking at.
Oh.
Oh, Jason.
What? That?
Oh, you got some fucking metal work ahead of you, boy. God damn. Is that corn? What the fuck was that? That's corn. Or a tooth. I think it's corn. Ugh. How are you feeling?
No, it didn't bother me.
Really?
No.
Okay, that's good.
We'll make it work.
Wow, what is this? This ain't factory.
No.
No. I'm waiting for something to pop out and try to kill me. Hey, wait a second. Thought for a moment that this chassis didn't belong to the car.
Okay.
Well.
Well, yeah, we just pulled out some matting from back here, which is pretty vicious stuff. And this is looking a lot less good than it was before. Because the matting, the seal on the rear window is gone, and water has clearly come in and just soaked into the carpet and the matting, and it's just been held here. And goodbye back shelf. We've got daylight down here, but we know about that. That's the front of the fender well. And then all across here, there's a lot of crusty metal. We don't really know what's under it yet. And then, yeah, up there, on the level, it's gone. Well, I mean, there were always going to be some surprises, so that's the first big one. So I'm going to carry on stripping out the interior and this shitty carpet and see what else has gone wrong under here. Alright, well, moving on.
Moving on. Alright, this engine is not usable. No. Whatever bearing he put back here does not have a fucking thrust shoulder on it.
It's not a what?
Thrust shoulder.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this was a 1500 at an absolute maximum. What?
So, the deal with this engine?
Well, I'm trying to get the last goddamn shim off and it's like stuck, but the bearing back here is not correct. These shims are not correct. The lip on the end of this crank and that flywheel tells me that this was either a 1300 or a 1500 because those are the only cranks that had this stupid infuriating lip on it. But there's some weirdness going on with this rear main bearing. And as soon as I get this godforsaken shim off, that doesn't look right to me. Oh yeah, that's like fucking pounded into that case. What the fuck?
Really?
Yes. Okay, so now watch this bearing.
Oh.
It ain't supposed to do that.
Oh. Push it up. Jesus.
Yeah. This case is toast, pal. Yeah, like I don't even think you can cut this. Like this is genuine garbage. All right, so you need an engine.
Yeah. Nate's 1300. I'll text him. Bus engine. I would not say no. I mean, I've already paid for it.
Well, so there's shit that's got to come off of this.
Yeah.
Do you really want to get into that
Tonight?
at all?
Oh. Well, yeah. I mean, why not? Unless.
Because I need it from my bus.
Well, no. Oh, no. So if it's your bus's engine, that's your plan. Then that's your plan. Do it. Because
Yeah, but we could take the engine that's out of the bus now, and make that less shit. Or you can ask me very nicely. And we can take the bits off of that engine that I robbed from the 67 engine, and we put that in here. My extremely unbelievably rare 1200.
No.
No?
No.
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 Why?
Because it's an extremely unbelievably rare 1200.
So?
No. Not doing
Okay, so then you want to take the bus engine out?
Well, let me talk to Nate about his 1300, so we'll kind of shake that in.
I mean, it's a long block
Yeah.
that he has no history on.
This is a long block that we have no history on.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, too, is like his may very well be, and he's not going to know
No.
looking at it.
But we could find out.
Yeah, but I know that engine's good. I already checked the rear main bearing on that. We know that it runs. It's already got all the bits on it. All I got to do is pull the mustache bar off.
What do you want for it?
Ben, it's just going to go in the car.
Well, yeah, but what do you want for it?
Yeah, no, it's just going to go in the car.
Oh, you don't want to sell it?
No, it's just going to go in the car, and then you're going to find another engine at some point. This is to get your car on the road.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're not keeping it. You're renting it from me in lieu of payment for this and my labor.
And all the parts.
And all the other parts.
Everything. So I will pay you for the shit that you bought. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. You're not going to pay me for the shit I bought, and this doesn't have to be on camera. On either camera.
I know.
Because we're both filming this.
I know.
And it's both being filmed from your side of the room.
Well, that's not looking as bad as I thought it would.
You sure?
Yeah, the driver's side is the only one.
Are we talking the floor? Or the back deck?
The shelf at the back.
The parcel shelf.
Parcel shelf. I didn't know if that's what you called it. Yeah.
Well, so I remember one of these corners being bad, or genuinely might be both of them. But this one I can see down in here
And that's aside from
and
the
this
outside.
this is not.
Yeah.
That ain't factory.
So we think some work has been done to this car.
Yeah, some work has definitely been done to this car. This might have already been restored at one point.
Yeah, that's no surprise really.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not super bad, but it ain't super good.
Up there.
Yeah, that's solid, but like this half isn't, and
Yeah, all the
so really, you need like here
yeah.
over to like maybe where my panel ends.
Yeah.
Doing this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to. Oh, what's this is in? So
Just
that'd be
bolt it
fine.
in, we can pull it out.
Well, yeah. Plus, it's still on the chassis. You know, and I think this support all the way across is. Yeah. Yeah, I would take these.
Thank you.
Can't really see in there because shadows, but I mean, still, it really ain't that bad.
No, I'm not upset with that at all. To be honest, could be a lot worse.
It's got new tar boards. Oh, good.
What's? Oh, that's old wiring.
No, it's not. It's not old factory wiring. There were never any wires on this side, and that ain't German shit.
That's something
I don't
else.
know where the fuck that goes.
So we've got tar boards on this side. We got no battery tray, but we can try that. So
Oh, they don't go anywhere.
funny thing is, I was supposed to be doing this, but then Taylor came to look at the back shelf, and now he's just going down on the whole thing, which tends to happen.
Oh God, who the fuck did this?
Glued it down.
Barely.
Yeah. F those
Oh
people.
well. We had some Krispies up there, pal.
Yeah.
These pans have been done.
Yeah. They look it.
Because this is not an factory color. Yeah, this is why I told you to order it.
Oh yeah, the fuel line going across the.
That, well, no, this is fucking brake line.
Oh, that's brake line.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Fuel line's in the tunnel. But the line gets real crispy back here,
Right.
and then it's pretty shit the rest of the way
Yeah, that's not so bad.
back. Why the fuck am I doing this?
I don't know, because you know what you're doing.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. All right, quick recap, because we've been working on this and getting the interior out and all that sort of business. So, what we discovered. Battery tray's gone, we knew that. Floorboards up here, got the tar paper off and all that garbage. It's not too bad, actually. It's looked fairly pretty. That, on the other hand, is the parcel shelf, and it's gone. All of that I'm shining the light on right now is going to need to be cut out and replaced. We've got some daylight showing down there. We've got lots of daylight showing down there. But, you know, it's an old car, you find surprises, and it's no big deal. And we have the power, so it's all good. So this is what enthusiasm looks like at 9 in the morning. No, sorry. This is what enthusiasm looks like. So kind of trying to wire wheel off some of the rust on the floors and stuff, and I thought, well, there's not really much point in doing that until we find out what's under here. So these, oh wow, look at that. So these are 10 mils, and the question is, how much of the channel is going to come away with the rubber board? I guess we're going to find out. So that one snapped. That one came out okay. Somewhere down here snapped, and then that one right at the end snaps. But look at this thing. It is gone. So the channel underneath is going to be absolutely horrible. Okay, it's uh-oh. Oh. It's connected to the fender. Things you learn. Oh well, shit.
And I didn't even fucking break it.
You didn't you?
No, didn't break it.
Oh well, that can't go on YouTube now.
Why, this?
Go. Oh, I thought it was something else.
No, I wasn't fucking...
Oh well, that now it can't go on YouTube. Okay, so look at this. Considering how bad that running board was, and it's gone. That is minimal rust. Minimal. But snaps bolts. That one was okay, which is good because that's an original fender, I think. Anyway, are you filming? Press the button.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Is this thing on? Running board. Check this out. There's like literally no metal left.
It's like a tamale.
I know. You're supposed to stand on this.
No, you're not supposed to stand on it. It's not a step.
Then they should have not a step written on it. Okay, so part of the reason that we wire wheel all this stuff, obviously, is to get rid of the surface rust, so that we can knock off as much as possible and treat it to make sure it doesn't continue to get worse. But the other thing is that just like seam sealer and all that other stuff, rust can hide a multitude of sins. So a panel that looks fairly solid, you can discover fairly quickly with a wire wheel that there's no metal left at all. So you can see down here, the channels which had a lot of rust on them are actually really solid. There's like good metal down here. There's no through rust or anything like that. So, you know, that's a good thing. The parcel shelf at the back, we know we've got issues because we had that big obvious area of rust, and back here, that's the rear of the car. And obviously down in the corners here as well, we know those quarters are gone. But as I worked through with the wire wheel along the shelf here, you start to discover pinholes, and pinholes that become much bigger holes as you lay into it with the wire wheel. So these areas clearly are going to have to be replaced as well. And, you know, they might have been solid, but they're obviously not. So one way to treat all of this is that I could quite easily make patches for it just with old sheet metal that I've got, put some corrugations in it, cut it to shape, and then weld it in my own particular fashion. It wouldn't be perfect, it wouldn't be terribly pretty, but I don't really care about that. I just care about structural rigidity and it actually being safe. The other way you can do it is to actually buy the proper panel, which is available online. I don't really know how expensive they are, but it just so happens that Taylor has one in the shop. He's already cannibalized bits of it for another project, but it means that the majority of the panel is still left, and that's the bit I need. So it could literally just be cut all the metal out and lay it in the back and weld it back in. Job done. So the other thing you discover is the interesting repairs that have been done on the car. So you can see back here, this is the bumper mount, and that's been welded on, and it's actually welded, which is good. It's been skinned with Bondo badly. It's like cracking up here. But other things you find, like I've been wire wheeling on the other side of this guy. Check it out. This is just like tape, aluminium tape that has been bondoed on the backside. That's not a repair. That's just going to continue getting worse. And you see they've done the same thing here. That's aluminium tape, so behind here and under the Bondo, guaranteed all this is gone. First look under the bug.
Why did it stop there? Is this as high as this fucking thing goes?
She be on the lift. She's a she doesn't have a name. I don't care, I'm not naming it.
She will have a name.
Tape over Bondo. And it's absolutely just hack job of a weld where they decided they were blowing through here. I don't even know what that is. Did just put the piece of metal in there or something? Woo! And then we just found this. Taylor? Boingy, boingy, boingy. Kingpins.
Kingpins. What?
Keep going. Keep going.
Your hardware?
It's been up on the lift for half an hour.
Yeah, this is how it goes. Welcome to High Octane Motorsports. Or High Octane Classics, whatever the fuck the place was.
So, brake hardware, cylinders, shoes, seals. Is it leaking? Are you sure that's not brake fluid?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying the likelihood that this is gonna leak when you put fluid in this, because that's an original VW seal.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. You won't be when it ruins the new shoes you put in here.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Spindles over here, gonna get some German ones and maybe some drop spindles, gonna need shoes and probably hardware and definitely a wheel cylinder, and then the spindles over here, worse than the spindles over there. So that's gonna need spindles, and then we're gonna need front shocks. Great. Okay, anything else?
Almost certainly.
Fucking... The whistling track is amazing. Fuck off, get on with the boxing. So what we've got here, Taylor, first of all, run me through your ordering process.
I don't really look at prices. I just kind of go, yeah, he's going to need that, and then I buy it.
Yeah, stainless steel stuff, which I don't need.
Don't be. Yes, you do, because at some point, you're gonna want disc brakes.
Right, and then when I do disc brakes, I'll get the steel things.
But now you don't have to, because I already bought them.
Yeah, but
they'll already be there. You need hoses, so I figured we just buy them.
Just fucking.
Let's start with the open boxes.
Okay. So this is what I need. Well, what Taylor decided I need for my car.
Yeah.
I have no idea how much any of this costs.
And neither do I.
Right.
Your kingpins were pretty bad.
Oh, they were hashed. Yeah,
I
put up a video of the oval there.
And you did say that you wanted to lower the car, so
we got drop spindles.
We got drop spindles and complete link pin kits and kingpin kits. I went out and bought a big old honking ring to do those. That was expensive. That was almost as expensive as the spindles.
But is that's a usable tool for other jobs?
Oh yeah. No, I'll be able to use that on all the kingpins.
And also, it's something that not a lot of people are able to do.
Oh yeah, it's because no one wants to do it. It's a terrible job. Oh. And so then I got a whole hardline kit because I noticed that
that's pretty.
You had some unions on the front to rear line, so we thought we might as well just do the whole thing. And because we put the dual circuit master in there, and we're gonna end up having to basically replumb everything anyway, and the lines go to a different spot, we might as well just do the hard
and having
lines.
a brake line union running directly under my heels on the pedals.
Over there, so we don't step on it. Valve covered gaskets. What was that I just threw across the shop? I think that was a clutch cable?
Oh, yeah, I'll need that.
Nope, accelerator cable.
Cable.
Cables. The rear window seal.
Nice.
This is the blue hose that I was talking about. This is very specific for brake fluid. Rear compartment seal. I think these are brake switches? Yes.
Yep.
Those are brake switches. I think I have oil pressure switches somewhere in stock.
You're an epi dealer.
So we've got two of those. No, I don't buy trash.
That looks like a clutch cable.
Yeah, that's a clutch cable. You do have one in there that looks pretty new. I just figured. Yes. Yeah. They're pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, I wonder how much they cost. Wait a second, that looks like a fucking faucet.
You know, it's funny. You said, do you have an MP dealer? And I said, no, I don't buy trash. And the very next thing I pull out is MP stainless lines.
Sorry, Jason.
Oops. Front shoes. Rear shoes. Front hardware. Rear hardware. Front wheel seals. All the bearings. Lock nuts and locking plates and adjusters for your front wheels and potentially for your rear brakes, and the thrust washers and all of the wheel cylinders.
So that's it?
That's just the stuff that's come in.
Oh.
Yeah, you should see the cylinder heads I bought you.
You what? No. No.
Just wanted that reaction.
Oh, you fucking Oh God. Okay, so I have no idea how much that lot cost, but you know, this is. Well, it's doing exactly what I imagined it would do, which has cost me a phenomenally large amount of money.
And you knew that was going to happen, and you still bought it, so it's almost like you stopped caring.
Didn't happen with any of my other cars.
How did that not happen with the Monaco? It's a fucking Chrysler. It didn't have reverse.
I adjusted a band, and reverse came back.
Well,
It was like
make some adjustments. I'm adjusting it from not having a motor to having a motor. And from not having brakes to having brakes. Everything's just adjustments.
I hate VW guys. We have bumper edge. It's so pretty. It's bent, but it's pretty. So Taylor very kindly has given me this bumper, and I decided to hang it for me. And he was so kind, he decided to give me an extra grommet. Oh God.
Suspension.
Is it there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it actually dampens.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, if the Renault's the benchmark.
Okay. Well, it didn't come off either, and it held your fat ass, so.
How do you feel about Brexit?
I hate it. Shut up.
Listen, I don't know nothing about it.
So, we're prepping a cavity for rust prevention. It's going to get worse because we take this and we stick it in there, and then you just go. All clean. Wanker. So what Taylor did in here, put this floor pan in. It's hard to see because of the sunlight. Did a pretty good job, nice welding. And then did the outside of the locker here. Again, quite a nice welding job. Then at the back end, I put this panel in, and it's not a nice welding job, but it's solid. So you know, that's all I can ask for. Now to break out the grinder. The thing about doing bodywork like this is that as you clean up with a wire wheel, you start to discover things. It's kind of a body off repair. So for the moment, I'm just going to patch this hole here and weld it up, and it'll be solid, and I'm just going to plug those holes, and they are going to be fixed at a later date. Okay, so let's examine the work. You know what? It's in there. While I'm welding, Taylor's got my kingpins in, so we're doing bushings there. Or he's trying to anyway. How you doing over there, buddy?
I'm done drinking.
But this is why. Look at the shape of that. That's going to create a loose front end.
You were the one doing all the welding. All I did was shout and slam shit with a hammer.
So that's patched. At least I've fabricated a piece to sort of replicate the bump out, and then we've got to patch the rest of this tomorrow. Taylor's got the kingpin off and is bushing that. This one's already done. We're hoping the camera's okay. So as it sits right now, it looks terrible. There's not much left on the car, but hopefully that is going to be on its wheels tomorrow. Go on then, drop it. There's Volvo. Yeah, that's acceptable.